Hi. In this video, we are going to learn about the formulating problems. These are the problem formulating steps: problem identification and problem definition. Here in this step, we need to know what you are going to solve and what are the objectives, what are the initial conditions, and what are the conditions that will arise from the action. And then comes problem space, and then task knowledge, and then state. Formulating problems. Here, identification of problem is the first step in problem solving process. Once the problem is identified, it has to be very precise, and the next step would be the analysis and representation of the task knowledge. Generally, the diagrams are meant for understanding a problem, but in case of artificial intelligence, the target is using a machine to solve. So once a solution you plan and it's fed to it, this is basically done with the state space diagram. So any solution to a problem is a collection of some different states and set of operations. So this collection of states is termed to be state space. And each of the states is achieved using the application of some actions or operations to the previous state. During the course of problem solving process, an operator is applied so that there is a transition from one state to the next state. Then another operator is applied and so on you reach the final state. So this approach for generating a solution is called the state space. A well-defined problem is described in terms of initial state, goal state, list of states, operators or functions, path, pathcast. Initial state. Assume we are at home planning for a trip. That describes that we are in the initial state. Then goal state, successfully completing the vacation trip. Then list of states, it starts from home, then plan, book is another state, departure is another state, then explore, arrive, then return. Lot of states are available. And then comes operators or functions. So this operators or functions will cause the transition from one state to the other state. For example, book, pack, then travel, then board, explore, return. So these are some operators. So definitely it is going to make the transition from one state to the other state. Then comes path. This is going to describe the sequence of states leading to a goal state. Like we start from home and then goes for a plan, then we book, we departure, then we arrive at the destination, we explore there, we return, and we arrive back at home. And then comes pathcast. These are all the functions that assign a cost to the path. Maybe in terms of the time or the money that we have spent. So a well-defined problem will be described in terms of these components. With this, the formulating the problems is over. In the next session, we will be discussing about the problem types and characteristics.